the movement, nobody would have known about this, because these kinds of things happen all over the place. And because of that connection, with a couple of meetings and a couple of people who were connected to the broader Bay Area movement, the Soledad brothers case became a political case. And all kinds of people and organizations, including the Black Panther Party, began to adopt this case as a major case. And that's the way it happened. And it's kind of important to know that, because when an injustice like that is beginning to take place, it has to be connected to the movement. And if it's not connected to the movement, it just passes by quietly. The other thing, I often wondered what it was that had me move down from Berkeley to San Jose in 1968. And when the trial took place, I figured out that that was my destiny. At the time, Bettina and I were married and lived in downtown San Jose. And when people from all over, when people from all over the world wrote letters to Angela Davis, USA, they were delivered to our house and were stacked up in our garage. The one that I remember the most was written by political prisoners in Paraguay who sent a letter of support, smuggled it out of a prison in Paraguay on toilet paper. And it ended up in a stack of letters that came to my house. Those letters were, after the trial, sent to Stanford University, where they're now in storage. I want to say that Shoshana over here ran the Angela Davis office in San Francisco. And we had great parties with the jurors. And many of the jurors became our friends for years to come. That's what I've got to say.
Shoshana.
Thank you. We really appreciate it. This is priceless.
We got a little taste of what was going on all over the world, where people came together to support Angela. And of course, the same thing was going on all over this country, in every city and in small towns all over the place. And especially, I think, in terms of the bail, the question of bail, the huge mobilization of people in the streets, town by town, city by city, and then internationally, to put pressure on the judge to say the only fair thing to do is to grant bail, really made a huge difference.
Wow, okay. I need to take breath. So, yeah, what did you say? How? Oh, no, honey, I did not plan. That is all divine. There's a divine line that runs through all of us, and we intersect in these ways that we're drawn to. It's very important to listen to that when you say, wait, I'm supposed to be somewhere else, but I think I'm going to do this. Right now, where we are in this moment is sacred. Everything that you've said is happening again. Asata is being targeted for a very particular reason, and it's related to everything that you said. Most importantly, what you said, which is that the difference is us. Us all being very intentional, being very clear with our government that certain things are unacceptable, period. We've yet to do that for Asata. We're going to start that this week with the teach-in, and for us to be watching this film and taking it in as if it's past history. And when, Professor Angela Davis, I call her professor because she was my professor, opened up our premiere for us, she said, I would be in jail right now if it wasn't for a farmer. That's right. Remember that you are never too small to make a big difference. So that is what I'm hoping that we leave with this night, this evening, this thought that we are all empowered with divinity and that each of us can turn the tide. But when we get together, watch out. When spider webs unite, you can tie up a lion. All right? That's a Kenyan proverb, and it is true. Angela Davis told me so. And I know that we're getting very close to the 5:30 mark, and I just, speechless, honestly. I don't know if there's anyone else. I'm sure that people have a lot of thoughts and a lot of feelings for us to continue to share. I also know that we have to leave the theater soon. So I encourage everyone to speak to each other, to really speak to each other, and then definitely come to the Asata teach-ins, and if possible, support all of the screenings. I'll be screening this again with my team, my tribe. Shannon is here today. You already met KJ, and there are about 5 other members. I see Henri over there, who's also been getting the word out. It's important for us to show this film as many times as possible and in as many places. So we'll be screening in Long Beach, LA, Seattle, Atlanta, and New York. Please go to my website, and if you know people in those cities, tell them to get their tickets. Do not hesitate. We're keeping the prices low so they can hurry up and get in and get it done. Without further ado, yes, dear? Oh, it's spectrumqueermedia.com, or you could go to tugg.com. That's where all of the tickets are listed. Was there anyone who wanted to share? I know after this sharing, really. Is there anyone else who would like to share anything before we leave? We have maybe 5 more minutes.
Oh, I don't need a microphone. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for showing this film. I mean, Angela Davis has